China has recently claimed the eastern side of Bhutan. Like this has become pretty common now. But the interesting fact is the info that the part China has claimed on has boundaries with India rather than China. So China has to pass through Arunachal Pradesh to get there. Tension on India-China border has continued for some time, which really got intense when the armies clashed physically on 15 June. 20 people of the Indian army were killed in action, and China is still scared to give a number. Few days back, the two armies had a discussion and decided to move back 2 kilometers from the area of dispute. The limits were finally crossed when the Chinese media displayed this video and said the following words. China has evidence that the Indian army has on multiple occasions tried to instigate the Chinese forces, and the Chinese army has not tried to take control of the LOC even once. We have abundant satellite images that show China's construction on the LOC. Were they not able to make even a simple Google search? One second. Oh, funded by China. That explains it. Interestingly, the claims were made by a country that has territorial disputes with 18 of its neighboring countries. Well, China will not gain any benefit by claiming on Bhutan. They also included Bhutan's Doklam region in 2017. Indian army went in to settle the dispute, and after a 72-day standoff, the Chinese army went back empty-handed. Since Xi Jinping came in power in 2013, China has not given the world anything except coronavirus. Xi Jinping wanted to make China a central power, to remove poverty from China, and when he realized he is incapable of doing anything, he began to bite on someone else's food. The whole world is now sick of China. China has begun to recover from the aftermath of coronavirus, whereas the other countries are still in turmoil. Xi Jinping wanted to take advantage of the situation and hence made everyone an enemy. UK's President Boris Johnson in May disclosed his desire that he wants to form an international group D10 which will include the G7 along with Australia, India and South Korea. The objective of D10 were quite clear: to control the implementation of 5G and to stop the growing influence of China. American President Donald Trump also suggested something similar. Seeing the increasing dispute in Hong Kong, UK offered citizenship to Hong Kong citizens. China is also a backstabber. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte is not much fond of the American president. So in 2016, when he became the president, he proposed to invest $24 billion in Beijing rather than the US. But now his own people are calling him a coward. Chinese ships sunk a Philippines boat in the Philippines territory. After that, Philippines reviewed its defense pact with the US and approached them for naval help. China and Australia also have some issues. When Australia proposed that the coronavirus might have come from China, in retaliation China imposed sanctions on them. That has greatly affected the farmers and the miners there. Now 94% Australian people want to kick out China from their economy system. We can call US a front player in the fight against China. US-China trade war has been going on for a while. America and China have been putting sanctions on each other for quite a while. America has got even more aggressive since the start of this pandemic. Trump has already named the coronavirus as a Chinese virus. He also claimed that he has seen proof that the virus was made in the Wuhan lab. He has also accused WHO to side with China and withdrawn from it. Even before United Kingdom, the US in 2019 tried to form an international alliance against China, but were unsuccessful at that time. When Beijing's law passed in China, US Congress unanimously voted to increase sanctions on China. China is a technologically advanced nation, and every other nation is trying to reduce its influence in their own way. India, in a digital strike on China, banned 59 Chinese apps in the country. Chinese companies claim that they do not share any data whatsoever with the Chinese government. But interestingly, there is a law in China that makes it compulsory for them to share their data whenever the government requires. Indian government also ordered Amazon to display the origin of the product on the Add to Cart page. Recent India-China clash has united Indian citizens to boycott Chinese products. Apart from this, India is also considering putting sanctions on China. If China continues with this attitude, for sure they will be kicked out of the global economy one day. The Chinese president has no ability whatsoever and is so insecure that China has even censored a Xi Jinping lookalike in China. Like, share and subscribe, and tell your opinions in the comment section below. Peace out.